All right, guys. Welcome to the Boys Talking Ball podcast. I'm going to be the host, Matthew Riekhof. I'll be having on some guests. One of the guests is with us today. Do you want to introduce yourself?
Yep, my name's Joe Steele. Been friends with my buddy here, Matthew, for a long time. Both avid ball watchers and infinite ball knowledge.
Yeah, I will say Joe definitely has some better takes than me. I'll throw out some cold takes occasionally. Some very, very cold takes. We don't talk about it, though. But yeah, so we'll have somebody else joining us later, and I'll have some other people joining as well, just some friends and stuff on. But Jackson's going to be the other co-host with me and Joe. Most of the time, it's just going to be us working together on this. So yeah, let's get this thing started. We're going to go over our favorite sport, some of our favorite teams, our favorite athletes, stuff like that. So I'll get it started. My favorite sport kind of varies most of the time. I'd say mostly it's going to be football. I'd say I'm really getting into college basketball for the last few years, so I'm pretty heavy, level-headed with all that stuff. And then my favorite teams, God, I mean, we're both Kansas City born and raised. Grew up watching those teams. I mean, even through the poop times of kind of struggling Chiefs teams and Royals teams, that was not my favorite, time, but it's evening out, so I'm very happy about that. I'm a big Mizzou basketball guy. Joe contests with that a lot. Yeah, he'll explain that a little bit. And then my favorite athlete, we'll go favorite athlete of all time. That's a difficult one. Oh gosh. Whew. Who would you say, Joe? Who's yours?
My favorite athlete of all time, I'm gonna just do like non Kansas City athlete because obviously my favorite athlete of all time would probably be Patrick Mahomes.
Yeah, I know. I
But my
agree.
favorite non Kansas City athlete is David Ortiz,
That's
Big
a good.
Poppy.
That's a good take. That's a really good take. Oh gosh, I'd probably say Troy Tulowitzki. That's who I base most of my game off of. I love being a fielder, so yeah. All right, Joseph.
All right. Like Matt said, my name is Joe Steele. Favorite sport, I would have to say, is probably baseball. It's what I played in high school and a little bit of college. Matt also played in high school and in college.
Fun times in
Favorite,
college.
Kansas City base, so Royals, Chiefs, college basketball and football would have to be the Kansas Jayhawks, Rock Chalk. And then a little bit of hockey. I like the Bruins too. Hockey, so I watch some hockey. Favorite athlete of all time is David Ortiz. I love Big Poppy. I think he's the clutchest hitter baseball has ever seen.
Great take. I agree with that take. I very much agree with that take. For things we're going to be covering in this, mostly it's going to be, as me and Joe said, hot takes of the week. I mean, Joe, do you want to kind of go over that? Just what you think, what we want to do, and how we want to go about it?
Yeah, so I think every week we'll have like some hot takes depending on where we're at and like the sports cycle. Right now, we got spring training is starting, so we might have some hot takes on some baseball teams or some baseball players, and then March Madness is about to start, so also we'll have some hot takes on that, and then maybe even like free agents in the NFL could have some hot takes on that too.
Yeah, no, I like that a lot. I think one of the biggest things that we're going to be covering, and what me and Joe talked about a little bit, was predicting MLB winners. We
Mm-hmm.
both are definitely going to really enjoy that. I think Jackson will love that too. I think a lot of people
Yeah,
will enjoy that as
pick
well. We can make that
who
kind
will
of
win
a
each division.
yeah, we can make that kind of a bigger topic throughout the weeks, and then kind of expanding on those hot takes. Those will go cover every single sport and kind of what we want to do with it, and we'll expand it along the way. So a lot of good stuff there. And then, like I said, predicting MLB winners, and then some of the sports that we'll be covering. I'm more so getting into hockey. Joe said he's a big hockey guy, so I'm starting to watch it. That USA Canada game, man. Oh my
Mm-hmm.
God, yeah,
Oh,
that was a beautiful starter for me. I was very
yeah,
happy watching that. Three fights in what, 9 seconds?
yeah, that
Woo,
was crazy.
that's crazy. Yeah. But then, yeah, covering mostly MLB, NBA sometimes. We'll be covering a lot of college basketball coming up here, like Joe said. College baseball is coming up. I'm very excited for that. I need to start watching that a
That
lot
too.
more.
Yep.
And then NFL, we'll be covering that in the NFL, and then college football as well. We'll cover that in the season. And then I think some good ideas that we can build off of, like with some of these sports too, and like what we said was going to be kind of the draft, and we'll probably get together and do like a mock draft. I think that'd be a lot of fun if we did like a friends mock draft and just kind of talk through it
Yeah.
and figure that out. Yeah, that'd be awesome.
Hmm.
Yeah, and then I'd say so for most of the teams that we're going to be covering, Royals, Chiefs, mostly Mizzou, Kansas. Is there anything else you want to really expand on with teams covered? What you want to do with anything?
I mean, we'll just cover a lot of like what's happening in sports throughout the weeks and the months out of the year. Probably spend a little more time on the teams that we are fans of, and hopefully the audience are fans also of these teams, and that they can get maybe a little more in-depth knowledge or different perspectives on like the Royals and the Chiefs and some Mizzou and KU basketball.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, this podcast is mostly just a few friends getting together, having fun. It's gonna cover a lot of fun things. It's gonna be hot takes, cold takes, fun stuff. We're gonna be coming together, just figuring stuff out. We'll probably do a live stream in person too. I think that'd be a lot of fun. I think that would would stretch the waters a little bit with what we want to do too. So, all right. Well, any closing statements?
Excited to talk about sports. Been a avid sports watcher for a long time now, and just excited to give some of my takes and some of my knowledge on certain areas of pretty much all sports.
Yeah, I mean, this is just mostly three friends coming together. I mean, I've known Joe since we were 8 years old.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean, it's been a long time. So this is just something that I wanted to do, kind of start it up, just get something going a little bit, talk ball, just have fun, create an audience that likes to hear what we have to say and just follows us. And I mean, occasionally there might be times where we do decide to throw some betting picks out there just for fun, but nothing too crazy. I don't want to base this entire thing over that. So for me, mostly I'm just excited to get this thing started. We've been trying to do this for a while. At least I have. I kind of talked to Joe and Jackson about it a little bit ago, and we all kind of talked about it and figured out that we wanted to do it. So that was a lot of fun. But yeah, I'm excited to get this thing started and just get everybody going. I mean, this is going to be awesome. I'm glad that we're finally recording the first episode.
Yep.
Well, that's going to do it for the first episode of the Boys Talking Ball podcast with hosts Matthew Riekhof, Joseph Steele, and Jackson McMahan. I hope y'all have a good night. Peace, fellas.